Hello and welcome back inside the Vintage Geek's toy room. I'm John, the Vintage Geek, your host, and today we're going to be looking at Jabba's Palace Vintage Collection. Comes with Han Solo, Carbonite, and Reese. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to open, unfortunately for you guys, I'm not going to open Reese and I'm not going to open Han Solo Carbonite. Just letting you know right off the top that I'm not opening the figures. I don't want any false expectations here. So here's the packaging, the box. I'm going to do the top, bottom, sides, front, back. Just show you these real quick. Because, it's a vintage style box. It's pretty cool all the way around. I think this is the back and this is the front, right? Is that how it goes? Yeah. All right, let's get this thing open. We're not wasting any time here, at least in the beginning. I'll waste time later. Because this is going to be like a 20-minute video already. Because I got to play with this thing. You can't just set it up and go, look at it, guys. No, I'm going to play with it. I am going to break out my vintage, yes, 80s vintage, true vintage action figures. And I'm going to put them around this with Jabba the Hutt and all the figures that I have from Jabba's scene. And we're going to fill this thing up and make it and see how it looks alongside my original Kenner. We'll see how this goes. So, yeah. So we're getting this thing out of the box here. There it goes. This is a true unboxing video. You're actually seeing me take it all out rather than magically appear out. There's the figures in there up top. There's the two pieces which seem to be strapped in. Yeah, they're strapped in. Okay, so we'll cut those out in a second. Let's see if we can free these figures first. Looks like there's just a piece of cardboard right there that's taped. So we will just slice the tape here real carefully, not to nick the packaging of the figures. See, I am a carded collector for these vintage series figures, and since this is a $50 set, I am not going to buy two of these. So therefore, I am not opening these figures up. I will give you a close look at them in just a few minutes here. Closer than this, And then and that's about all you're going to get, because I don't want to open them. I hope you understand. I hope you fellow collectors out there know why I don't want to open these. At $50 a set, I don't want to buy two of them. If they go on discount, like in the future, like the TIE Fighter did, that vintage collection TIE Fighter went down to what, like $20, and it was like an $80 ship originally. If that happens with this and it gets down to 10 or 15 bucks, then yeah, of course I'm going to buy another one, because then I will open these figures. But as of right now, no, and I hope you forgive me for that. I think most of you understand. I do. I really do. Yeah, these are really good figures. I mean, hey, if you're one of the guys that opens them, by all means open them up, because they're fantastic looking figures. The Reese is much better than the other Reese we had. There's an instruction sheet in here, but it's pretty self-explanatory as to how to put this together. There's a main back, and then there's two pieces that can go on any which way but loose that you want to put them on, any way you want. All right, we're going to get this stuff freed here. Let's see. There's a tie back there. We'll use scissors for this. Kink, there's a tie and clip. It is free. Almost free. Clip. It's free. There we go. So these are the two arches that you can put in like two different spots on each side, So there's one arch, and on the back of the arches they have this mechanical, hold on, let me adjust the light. There's mechanical sort of piping and tubing and stuff. So they're sort of usable from both sides, sort of. They don't look like they don't 100% look like plastic scaffolding from one side and scenery from the other, but then again they kind of do. So there you go. And now let's get the background, the main backdrop part out of here. It looks like the easiest thing to do without completely destroying everything is just cut that tape. So let's do that. Yeah, there's nothing over here that's... There's a little clippy deal there. Oh, that's to hold the... I bet that holds the carbonite block. Yeah. We do have a carbonite block, so don't worry. There will be a carbonite block put in here, so don't worry. You will get to see a carbonite block in place. Alright, so we're going to open this up here. Pull this piece out. Peace out, dudes. And then we're going to get rid of the cardboard. There we go. All gone. Yep, it's gone. So, there's the backdrop. Looks pretty good. Can you see it with this lighting here? Is that okay? Or should I do a different thing? I don't know. We got it going, don't we? So there's a tauntaun head there. There's some kind of like bull thing. I don't remember what that bull thing is called. I don't even remember seeing a tauntaun head hanging on his wall, but okay. We can pretend if that's what it was, but I don't remember. Trying to get the lighting, but I guess what I'll do is I'll put it back over here, and maybe we will, I'll disconnect the camera from its tripod, and then we'll just move in for some close-ups here. So there's a little switch back here, and there's a magnet on it. Look at that. So I think that the Han and carbonite, if you open that up, the carbonite block will attach to that little spot via the magnet. And then when you click it down, it will fall. And there's these little knobs here and here, top and bottom. And the arches have these little notches in them, top and bottom. And you just kind of put them in like that. Except I'm an idiot. I got the wrong arch. That's what's going on. I'm not that smart. I'm sorry. Here's the arch that you should use. There's the holes there, and it goes right there, and it'll just like slide right together, I bet, this time. Foomp, foomp, foomp. Yep. Look at that. Perfect and easy. Really cool. That's nice. I like how that fits in there. So they can go straight out from the side or at this 90-degree angle. So let's do this one straight out so you can kind of get an idea of both ways you can put this thing. Yeah, there we go. That looks good, right? Yeah, I think so. Look at the details here. I just want to show you some more of the details here. The paint apps, the detailing in the walls, the structure. You've got like a control panel there, which you can lower and raise. The carbonite block. The sandstone arches have, cuts and dings in them, explosions, bullet holes. And yeah, there's little like scrapes and all kinds of cracks and nooks and crannies, if you want to call them that. Yeah, so it makes it look used, look aged, looks good. Here we go. I put a carbonite block in there for you guys so you can kind of see it with a carbonite block in place. So there you go. That's the one I'll use in my display when I put this back in the cabinet. So here we go. Let's do a closer look at these figures for you. Han Solo in carbonite. He comes with two different kinds of shackles. Close and wide apart shackles. Nice picture of the carbonite block on the front here. Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Han Solo carbonite. I like the yellow stripes on his pants, his boots. Everything looks good about this figure. Face isn't too bad. Paint's really well done. I'm out of it for a little while, and everyone's got delusions of grandeur. You can see there's actually paint app and colorizing on the block itself. And here's Reese in the house. He's Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Reese. Nice picture of him when he was on the sail barge drinking. He was down in a few while he was watching the rebels die. Or at least that was his hope, right? But they didn't die. They ended up killing Reese. He doesn't have a giant, or he doesn't have a small head this time, which I like. You know, I think I mentioned that before, right? His head is proportional to his body, I think. Proportional to the character who he was in the movie. Okay, so we've got some Kenner figures here. Original Kenner stuff. Let's see, how should we put Jabba the Hutt? Should we, maybe he should go like that, right? Yeah. And I'm going to do something similar when I put him back in the cabinet. So this is kind of like preparation for how is he going to go on display back in the glass case with this vintage setup here. Yeah. Maybe I'll angle it a little bit like this so you kind of get a good view. How's that? Hopefully that works, right? I'm going to warn you right now. This is basically where the play time comes in. And the review of the playset actually is done, I guess. Because all I'm going to do right now is play for 10 minutes with all my Star Wars figures. Now, the only one that isn't truly vintage is Ula here, the dancing girl. But she is there because she's hooked onto the chain that comes with Jabba the Hutt. And there's Salacious Crumb sitting by his tail. He always likes to sit by Jabba's tail. But Salacious Crumb's tail makes it so he can't really sit in that many spots. So he's going way over there. Bib Fortuna. This is the Bib Fortuna that I had when I was a child. Still have him. He's going to go right up there whispering in the ear of his master. And Boba Fett, I always like to have him hanging out up here too. In the background. Let's see. C-3PO. This is a good C-3PO. He's a little bit loose, but still a really nice C-3PO. He's going to go up there translating for Jabba. Telling him what's up. Who do we have here now? Put the carbonite block in. That'll work. Maybe we'll put the band over here. What do you think? Yeah. The band might work better over there. So let's put the band there. Because the band can't be next to Jabba, right? And so that's Max Rebo, right? And then this is Cy Snoodles coming up here. Trying to get the... Oh well, here, Snice Noodles can stand there, and we'll put the microphone out. There we go. Next, we need Droopy McCool. But Droopy McCool isn't as cool as he could be because I don't have Droopy McCool's flute. I lost the flute. This is the same band set that I've had since I was a child. So somewhere along the way, I lost Droopy McCool's flute. So I need a flute for Droopy McCool. Someday I'll get one. It's my pop-up lightsaber R2. He's got to go in this set somewhere. I'm trying to see if the lightsaber still pops up. There it goes. Kind of comes out there. Weep, Luke. And then you twist it and he falls back down. Yeah. So that's going to go... We'll just put him off to the side because he technically wasn't in this scene. He was only on the sail barge, but still, he's going to be hanging around because I want him to be hanging around. Lando's here. He's got his, skiff guard outfit. This is the same Lando I've had since I was a kid. He's going right there. Some of these I didn't play with much when I was a child. I just left them standing while I played with other main characters. You'll see some of the ones that I played with a lot because they'll be really loose. So we got a bunch of... Is it Klaatu? Right? And one of these Klaatu were from my childhood. But I couldn't tell you today which one it was. I really don't know which one it was. Let's see. He'll go... That's too much in the way, isn't it? He can't go next to the other one. They got to split him up. He'll go in the doorway over here, yeah. Let's put him in the doorway. There we go. He could be looking in from the other room. I'm another Klaatu, and I'm looking in from the other room. And then we have... What do we got? We got the Skiff Klaatu. The Special Klaatu. This is he's one I've owned since I was a child. I think it's the only version of that Klaatu I have. And it's the one I've had since I was a kid. And I don't think I ever played with that Klaatu. Nikto. I played with Nikto a lot. This might be the Nikto that I've had since I was a kid. I don't know. It's the one that's the most worn. And I have a couple of Niktos here. I have 2 Niktos, 3 Klaatu. Yeah. Put him back here. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. There, looks good so far, right? Getting pretty cool. What else we got? We got a couple of Rees. Yeah, a couple of Rees. This is the one I've had since I was a kid. I know because it's the only Rees that has his weapon, the correct weapon anyway. And that weapon has been in his hand since I opened him up. And I never really played with him. So he's been standing in that pose with that weapon in his hand like that for the entire time that I've ever owned him. Got a couple of squid heads. Again, with squid head, I don't know which one is the original that I've had since I was a kid and which one I picked up later. But one of these was the one I had since I was a kid, and the other one is one I picked up later in life because he was in such great condition that I felt he needed to be added to my collection, you know. And I mean, they both have all their weapons and stuff, you know, so that's cool. Yeah. And I like Squid Head a lot now. I think he's really cool. The Quarren, is that what they're called, right? So I got a couple of those guys there. We'll put them there and there. That looks good, right? And we have some Nikto. This is the Weequay. Sorry, Weequay. This is the Weequay I've had since I was a kid, and I played with him a lot. He's pretty loose. And he'll go up here behind Jabba because he's the one I used when I was a kid, and that's kind of, I liked having him there. But I got a couple more Weequay. 2 more. So I got 3 Weequay. A lot of these guys I have 3 of. That's pretty cool. So we'll put those out. Dink, dink. Put them around. And then what do we got going on? We got, let's see, we got to go to... Oh, we got to get Barada here, yeah. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto. All right, so Barada's got to go. You just go there. Why don't we put him in somewhere special? There we go. Fill Barada in. And then we got a problem here because we didn't leave room for these guys. One of my most collected guys... Gamorrean Guard. I've only got 1 of the original weapons for Gamorrean Guard. And I think that weapon is my original weapon, but it's not in the hands of my original Gamorrean Guard because my original Gamorrean Guard is super loose. We'll see which one of them... And I know which one he is because he's super loose. He's really worn out. Here he is, right? Look at this. Watch. Foomp, 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 foomp. His arms are just worn out completely. And his legs are pretty loose because I used to sit him down and have him sit by the campfire and do stuff. And yeah. So this was like the first Return of the Jedi figure I got is this actual Gamorrean Guard. And my mom went on a hunt for him. We saw the back of the packaging when it was new. And she's like, which one of these do you want? And I was like, that guy, the Gamorrean Guard. Because he's like a big pig dude who looks gross. And... Mom hunted all over the place and found me this Gamorrean Guard. So that was the first Return of the Jedi figure I was able to get. And I still own him. And he's going right here in the scene. And yeah, I just put the axe on a stiffer one because then he can have it kind of up in the air a little bit, you know. I don't know. But that axe is the one that came with my original Gamorrean Guard. It's just not on in the hand of the original Gamorrean guard. You know, you forgive me for that, right? All right, Princess Leia Bosch. So this is the scene where Bosch is selling Chewbacca to Jabba the Hutt. In case you didn't figure it out by now, that was the scene we're building. In this particular Chewie, you know, even though I've got like a million Chewbaccas, I've got like 12 or 15, I don't know. There's a ton of Chewbaccas around. I happened to grab the one whose leg broke off. But no worries. It pops back on and we can still make the scene work, you know. Yes, I do have a few broken figures in my collection, and I can't get rid of them because they're Kenner. They're original. I just make do, you know. But like you see here, his leg pops back on, and you can make the scene look good, even if it is a faulty Chewbacca. So yeah, here we go. In my opinion, this fits in nicely with your Jabba the Hutt, with your Kenner figures. I think this is going right back in the glass display case just like this, because it looks pretty darn cool. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this an awesome setup? Do you like the Jabba's Palace? Did this do justice for it? Or was there something else you wanted to see instead? I don't know. I like the way I did this here. I like this setup. I like having fun and playing with my Kenner original figures. And I hope you did too. So thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And may the force be with you guys, all right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.